This is the XFML.
It's not really performing today. Next up, we have the Aberdeen Distillery hosting the Dudley Bay Biscuits. The Distillery, fresh off their first win of the season, have Lloris in goal, Doherty, Van Dijk, Lovren and Tierney at the back, Kovacic and Henderson in the midfield, Mora, Ozil and Firmino pushed out left after his goals behind Tammy Abraham. Schmeichel's in goal for the Biscuits, Johnny, Rudiger, Otamendi and Emerson at the back, Oxlade, Chamberlain and Gundogan in midfield, with Mahrez, Wijnaldum and Sterling behind Alexander Lacazette. No place for David Luiz, the hero of their victory over Kinloch. Aberdeen may have a couple of sore heads. We saw some pictures of their players and definitely their general manager partying all the way through the night following their victory over Cork on Saturday. Robbie Firmino with his first couple of goals. There's been some questions about underage drinking at the party as well, and also whether it is adhering to social distancing rules. But, you know, sometimes the rich get preferential treatment. Here's Kieran Tierney. He finds Mesut Ozil. Crosses it to the back post. And Lucas Moura heads it back across goal. And it's just wide of Kasper Schmeichel's far post. Here's Johnny. He finds Ilkay Gundogan. Chamberlain gives it away to Lucas Moura. He finds Ozil. Glides forward. Ozil beats one man. Still going. Ozil. Oh, the shot was bad. He beat two on his run. But he blazed it wide. Corner from Ozil. It's headed goals by Lovren. It's headed over the bar by Dejan Lovren. Ozil another corner. This one's cleared and Lacazette brings it away. He finds Raheem Sterling. There's a counter-attack on here for Dudley Bay. I haven't shown much yet. Sterling gets into the box. He shoots. He shoots wide. Corner again to be taken by Mesut Ozil for the Distillery. And this one's headed over by Virgil van Dijk. Looking dangerous to Distillery. Here's Kieran Tierney. Mesut Ozil. Tierney crosses. Knocked down by Abraham. Here's Firmino. Henderson shoots. Abraham surely. Oh, he's missed it. Tammy Abraham. There were cries for him to start. Maybe he shouldn't have. Here's Kovacic. Finds Matt Doherty. His cross is headed away. It's picked up by Virgil van Dijk. He finds Matt Doherty again. Doherty crosses. It's cleared off the head of Firmino and finds its way to Kieran Tierney. And he crosses and Lucas Moura. What a header! Right back across the goalie. Lucas Moura. It's 1-0 to the Distillery. Lovely cross from Tierney. Here's Ozil. Deep cross in. This one's cleared his way as far as Moura, the goal scorer, just before half time. And he crosses and Firmino heads in again. It's a fourth of the season for Roberto Firmino. He celebrates with a cartwheel. It's 2 goals, 2 headers. This time the cross came in from Lucas Moura. And Firmino got across his man and planted that one across Schmeichel right on half time. It's Aberdeen Distillery 2, the Dudley Bay Biscuits 0. In the second half now, 89th minute, Tierney finds Henderson. Kovacic spins it wide to Kieran Tierney. He's got 1 assist already. He finds Ozil. Firmino hits the post. And Juan Mata can't quite finish. Great chance for Firmino to make it 3-0 and really seal this one. Corner from Juan Mata. And that's headed by Firmino and it's saved by Schmeichel. Last minute of play now as Juan Mata finds Matt Doherty. His cross is cleared as far as Kovacic. He finds Ozil. Deep cross the back post. And now Sterling. Can there be a consolation or maybe more? But his clearance is blocked and it finds its way back to Kovacic. He finds Firmino. Henderson. Rashford. Firmino. It's 3-0. He can't stop scoring now. What a goal. One-touch football. Firmino, Henderson, Abraham and Firmino bends it into that far corner. It's 3-0 to the Aberdeen Distillery. And their goal scoring problems look to be well and truly over. The Dudley Bay Biscuits have got problems of their own. They haven't really turned up today, maybe riding the high of the victory over Kinloch. But Roberto Firmino scoring in the 45th and 90th minute after the earlier goal from Lucas Moura. And it's a comfortable 3-0 victory for the Aberdeen Distillery. We finish this week with the Galley Bay Pelicans hosting the Newsman Celtic, who make the long trip across to the Caribbean to the Galley Bay Arena. Kepa in goal, Dallo, Zuma, Maguire and Robertson at the back. Kante, Dyer, Decore and Ali at the midfield diamond. Mane, who hasn't missed, who scored in every game, and Jesus up front. Alisson, Tamori, Godfrey, Stones is back and Chilwell. Fernandinho, Lo Celso and Neves in midfield. Pepe and Bergwijn behind Wilson up front. Newsman 6 points and Galley Bay with 4. The victory here for Galley Bay especially after the victory for the Distillery after the Biscuits, would leave a cluster of teams on 6 and 7 points behind Devon and Kinloch with 12. We'll get to the action at Galley Bay Arena very shortly. Just going through the final team checks. And here it's a Dallo headed down. It's in by Jesus, but the referee's blown his whistle. Mane fouls Ben Godfrey. Another free kick by Kante. Heading by goal Zuma, and Mane scores, but the flag's up. The flag is up. Mane is not going to be his 5th goal in 5 games yet. Let's have a look at that one. Kante's cross in. We're just going to have a look at a different angle here, as our director will swing it around for us. Mane, his leg is offside there. It's pretty tight. He's not, the ball hasn't hit him there. Zuma, when the knockdown came from Zuma, Mane just inches offside and denied his 5th goal in 5 games. Remains 0-0. Here's Dele Alli driving through water. That's a horrendous lunge by Fernandinho, and the red card's out straight away. That's a horrendous tackle. Dele Alli threw at a 3-on-1, and he's dived in 2-footed from behind. That could be worth 2 red cards. Horrific from Fernandinho, who quite rightly gets his marching orders. And the Pelicans will have a man advantage for the rest of the game. Here's Andrew Robertson. Deep cross. Sidabi knocks it down, and Jesus just can't get there. Allison just about gets there ahead of him. And Allison bowls it out to Ndombele. Now Bergwijn, who's moved up front since the red card. Lo Celso. Ruben Neves. Here's Ndombele again. Ruben Neves out left to Ben Chilwell. The 10 men coming forward nicely here. Chilwell inside finds Ndombele again. He goes back to Neves. Now to Celso. Bergwijn. And Pepe tries in the box. And Pepe, he's placed it wide. Great chance for Newsman. But Pepe can't get it done. Kepa finds Kurt Zuma. Long ball forward from Zuma. Finds Jesus. Now Eric Dyer. He finds Decore. He's got a man on the overlap if he wants him. He doesn't. He goes the other way to Dele Alli. Then Dyer. Robertson! What a goal! They had the man over on the right hand side. They switch the play. And Robertson, with the defence all narrow, drills it back across the goalkeeper. Great finish from Andrew Robertson. It's Galley Bay 1, Newsman Celtic 0. And that was the last of the highlights there. Andrew Robertson with a cracking strike after 50 minutes, which sealed the victory for the Galley Bay Pelicans. Not much going forward from Newsman Celtic, and with the red card to Fernandinho, they were left in the lurch. Galley Bay will be happy with the 3 points. The XFML. Aberdeen Distillery 3, Dudley Bay Biscuits 0. Cork Titans 3, Durham County Presidents 1. Galley Bay Pelicans 1, Newsman Celtic 0. Kinloch Coyotes 4, Devon Dementors 1. And the big news headlines talking about the entertainment of a Titan arena as Cork Titans get off the mark, Kinloch's thumping of the Devon Dementors, and a big victory for Aberdeen. And Galley Bay having some goals to slide. Mikel Arteta didn't get going. It was a poor performance, and hopefully we won't have many more of them. And that's what a lot of the supporters are saying. His injury table, no real big injuries apart from Leroy Sané. He'll miss 2 to 3 weeks for the Titans, which is bad news for them as they were just coming into a bit of form. Shaqiri's still out as well, so maybe Divock Origi will get into the first team. Coming to the table, it's Kinloch and Devon with 12 points each. Kinloch vastly superior goal difference. Then Aberdeen and Galley Bay and Dudley Bay all with 7. Newsman with 6. 4 points for the DC Presidents and 3 for the Cork Titans. Next week we've got Devon hosting Aberdeen as second play third. Dudley Bay host bottom club Cork, while league leaders Kinloch have the big flight over the Caribbean to play Galley Bay. Newsman take on Durham County in our final game. Thanks for joining us this week on XMFL over OTD. Stay safe, stay at home, and we'll see you on Saturday.